Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Bearcats will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So TCU's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
It's complete to the right. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. Finds his man. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Duggan. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Well, we know a lot of offenses like to strip their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third down play from the gun. Pressure coming. QB got it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Bearcats are on the move.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. It's Bean. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the hot hand. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You've got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his man. It's Vasquez. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Running to Green. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Turning it on. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the wildcat.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explorer.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. On the ground with the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here. Holds it in front. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Bearcats are marching down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks the tackle. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They go right back to their man on second and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical. Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He got a step and just dusted the field. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cincinnati offense back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. At the 35, he's loose. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats will have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bearcats want to move quickly. Looking to throw on third. Quickly to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bearcats are flying down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll leave it with him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. He makes the catch. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vasquez. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Duggan. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll immediately call timeout. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. But they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Snags it on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Bean. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. It's caught.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
The give to the tailback. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Duggan. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Has it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by 13 over Kent State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on third and short. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The Bearcats will punt it away on fourth down. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
And the Horned Frog just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down for this offense. Off the RPO, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's the give off the left side. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
And when you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Build that momentum, offense. Cut. Score on these guys.
Creates a little room. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Off the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Bearcats are on the move.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Price. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Turning it on! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Makes the catch. It's Price. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
To the air on second down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give on the inside. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the one.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now they'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Here's the pressure. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what...
Turns on the Jets. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
Belly stutter. Here we go.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Leaves it with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
He'll keep it himself. Ripping through the defense. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Bearcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Here's a heat. Look out, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Slithers into space. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The Horned Frogs have a lot of options on second and inches. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Duggan. Got enough for the first. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He wants to change this route. On the snap, it's Duggan. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Kent State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough today.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They're going to ride this running back.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the
throws toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
It's been that kind of day for this offense. They just simply have not been able to execute. They haven't been able to put points up on the board because of plays like that, because of drops.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we